What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvet, and today we're back on the Pokemon Showdown server. Tried to record this live several times. My internet is not working with me. This time, if it disconnects, so be it. And so we're using this team passed to me by Pert. He's a new and upcoming player, team builder and all. And so I decided to give his team a try. Something I've done before. You know, obviously the team is gonna have flaws. And it has yet. It reminds me of the last one, and I don't want to say this in like a discouraging way, but you know, it has yet to win a game of the 3 I've played. But you know, that's just the nature of the testing phase, right? And so what I'll attempt to do in this one is, if I can try to set up for a Rillaboom situation, I'll need to find out what the Victini is first. That's his heaviest grass resist. Bisharp will destroy me, and offensively, Pult could be fun in luring Clef and potentially hexing it twice, leaving it low enough to where my Holocha can do its thing. But I'll need a few things, man, because I don't kill Slowking in one go, and I don't kill Landorus with the Intimidate shuffles. So yeah, I think Ninetales plus T-Tar could go a long way in this one. Okay, so phase 1 is to put a stop to this Landorus, unless we get to find out whether it's Choice Scarf or not. If it is, Scarf knockoff won't kill a max HP Bolt. If it's not, then he'll hard switch. Yeah, and so I've been using this ineffectively. I've just not been playing well, I think, in hindsight. When I look back at this team, and so for example here, you know, Drill's core purpose in this one is to get rocks up, get some value out of rocks. See flamethrowers pretty confidently. Screens would have been nice there, but doesn't have any information on my driller, right? And so he should go to Landorus as he did. And so we've managed to get up Stealth Rocks. She's going to give us really important information on Victini. Now, if the Victini is not heavy duty boots, then Rillaboom coming into Grassy Glide or Wood Hammer will give us a killer 2-hit KO on everything. This Landorus we lack info on, so I'm going to go to my weakest link that cannot be killed, which is Dragapult, as he shows that he is packing Stealth Rock. So you know, a pretty obvious Clefable switch in here, and I think it's time for me to start getting some value out of this. I've shown Will-O-Wisp, Slowking, interesting, considering I just showed Will-O-Wisp. So Slowking being burnt here is going to be important, primarily because the hexes are going to start hitting heavy, but also because it's going to be taking burn damage from my Holocha, so maybe the burn will be the difference between the Oko and the not KOing. This is interesting how this is going to end up playing out. So instead of taking the just him getting regen damage back, I'm going to set both screens up. Again, I just need a little more information. I have no idea what his Victini is. Clef comes in, which makes sense, but he flamethrower last time as I confidently went to my Excadrill, so you'd assume, okay, well, I don't want your drill coming back in based on what I have, but I actually don't think that's what he's gonna do. I do think he's just gonna go for Moonblast. Calm Minds, interesting. As he gets the future side off, that's perfectly fine by me. As I get to Rapid Spin, not toxic here. It doesn't matter if he EQs. Likely wouldn't have though, as he reveals the leftovers, which is good because now I know he has Earthquake, could have U-turn, it's possible. If that's the case, I'll force Victini in. You should just Earthquake here. It knocks. Fuck, this is why we don't make risk play. Rillaboom play was really like low reward, not low reward, mid reward, like high risk. and I ended up doing it, and it ended up biting me. And the reason it's super high risk is because his clef is combine, and I need that wood hammer. And so he has knockoff, which I didn't expect, and the Victini is indeed boots. So this could be the end of the game here. Reflect 3 turns. Victini is gonna U-turn out into landers, and I'm gonna get +2. So this could be the end of the game, depending on what his Scarfer is. With the reflect up and this many turns of grassy terrain, I couldn't ask for anything better. I don't have light screen. Oh, what? What the fuck? Now this got very bad. Will-O-Wisp. What the fuck? I mean, it's not like it doesn't make any sense. It's just that sucks. Yeah, it's just, oh, he doesn't die, but he gives me my policy. Nice. Okay, so we get some more value. I am faster than Dragapult. So I'm faster than his entire team right now, and I'm dumb strong. Imagine if he didn't have Will-O-Wisp. This game was done. So I could see him coming out to Bisharp. I'm glad that he went Clef. I've lost a lot of games by missing Stone Edge versus this Pokemon. Soft boils. Okay, makes sense. Can't keep doing that though, because eventually I'll Dragon Dance. Yeah. So I'm really glad that Clef is down to 31%, as that opens up my Hawlucha completely now. So all I need to do is get my terrain up. If I go to Boom here and go for if I go to Drill here and EQ guarantees value. If I go to Ninetales, that also guarantees value. There's no way Drill isn't doing. He's definitely max defense though. And because it was Victini said I can't play really recklessly around this. What if I go to Pult? Hex certainly kills from the range it's at, but that doesn't allow my Hawlucha to activate its Seed. I know what I can do. Pult's the hardest thing for him to switch into. So what I'll do is, yeah, bait him with the Hex. Clef is gone. Now I don't even necessarily need to boost to do what Hawlucha does. His Pult's problematic, but we get to see his item, whether or not, well, we see whether it's heavy duty boots or not to start it off. That's not the case. And I have a Spadef Drill. Now he could Shadow Ball, which makes a lot of sense. At this point, my Pult's really good, and my Ninetales is actually pretty good. Me going to Driller hard. Driller is the thing I want to sack the most, but it's actually it's also the thing that can't take a hit well. So let's say he specs. How would this play out? If he specs, he'd 2-hit KO me with Shadow Ball, and then I'd still have to go to the other best case is me winning this speed tie or potential speed tie. Yeah, so I'm a Hex here as I win it. Nice. It's hard to say what he is. Man, that damn what's it called, comes in clutch, that curse body. So rocks are not that much of a factor. Me going Drill to EQ guarantees a KO. And then if Victini comes in, we commit to letting him either V-create and sacking tonight. The Victini's such a bitch. EQ does to a KO. I need the Victini stopped. I'm actually gonna spin here. I don't want the Victini coming in and being faster than me, because it doesn't take any damage. So if I Scald and he doesn't get the boost, and if he doesn't get the burn, that keeps Pult out. If I go to, I guess I'll have to sack 9. It won't be sacking it, but it won't be, but it'll have to take a huge hit here. Cause I have something to take the V create. Well, not take it, but I'll live, but it won't be nice, yeah. And then this allows for me to just go for Scorching Sands for the KO. I'd want, well, not, I don't think he'll leave the Victinian. But as long as I have something to damage. Okay, so he does leave it in. That's perfect. So that's all I needed. So now Hawlucha can run free. Right, yeah. So now it's game over. Okay, so that was a trickier game. Shout outs to what's his face? So U-turn here obviously, and what's 15 yen? It doesn't matter if he SDs, I get the boost. Oh, Life Orb Ironhead. It's a really good play. I didn't think Ironhead would do so much with the boost. But I don't think I'm sucker range anyway. He doesn't. I don't think I was in sucker range with a defense boost in 21%. But yeah, Ironhead did way more than I expected, so I almost tossed. You can see I decayed, and from those L's that I took with this team, the 3 first ones. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the team because it's so unconventional. And I know I've been absent, just a lot going on. I was literally like out physically the past 2 days, so your boy's back. This is such an interesting little team here. It takes some thinking to maneuver. Cloister, huh? Rocks plus 1 Dragon Dance from my tower equals good game for this opponent. Unless it's the rush drill, you know, running up on us. But other than that, so if that's the case, then we're stopping. Okay, so phase 1 is gonna be Pult. It is a lead drill, but it's balloon. X is probably my best bet here. I'll Will-O-Wisp here. Yeah, I don't need X for a Cetar actually Dragon Dancing with. EQ'd actually. I'm surprised. Where's my damn let me think. EQ here. The rocks. No, I'd rather play without rocks. I don't think there's anything you can go to that I can't stop. Especially with me showing Will-O-Wisp. You shouldn't go Cloister. He does. Okay. So he's into this Ice Shard, which is fine. I don't mind that. I just don't want him to be in. So actually, Ninetales could sweep my opponent here. It all depends on what he has. Yeah. Gonna Fire Blast. He leaves it in. That's what I was hoping on. Like, Ninetales is a big enough problem to where it might bait him to stay in. Because a nasty plot from this would sweep him. I've seen so many T-Waivers as of late that your boy's skeptical. Ancient Power, huh? Okay. Scarf Ancient Power? No. He just didn't have anything. Huh. I wonder. So it's rocks here. I wonder if he just doesn't have it. Yeah, he has. Fuck me, dude. Oh. You're like, Jam, why did that matter? Well, he has a Dragapult, guys. And if you didn't know, if I was at the health that I'm supposed to be, Dragapult would never KO me. Now, it will. So, like, it would have been just, like, Specs Pole would never kill me from the range it was at because of the Sandstorm special defense boost. Now, I could potentially not win because of that. So yeah, especially if you see what I'm talking about. Darce did 22%, and he's leftovers, meaning he has no firepower whatsoever. That's unbelievably frustrating. So knock is still free here. 2 reasons. I have terrain, so Volt can't set up, so I'll knock here. He should just fire blast hard or fire dance hard, right? And here I get to this is gonna come down to potential luck. So I Stone Edge, I could have SD'd there, but he might have Psychic. And so, oh wow, nice. So the crit didn't matter then. If crit killed him, he wasn't defensive, which means that Ninetales, well, I guess if Ninetales missed the fire blast, but then he'd be banking on luck to even stay in the game. Anyway, I think you had enough with your damn dazzling green crit, because the game would have ended there. D-Dance T-Tar putting in work. Galarian Zap though, something I haven't seen in quite some time. I have my own fighting flying. Let's see who's superior. Hawlucha, I really like Hawlucha in this game with screens. Love it. You know what I don't love is Weavile. And for that reason, I'm it's imperative that I remove his Ferrothorn early. So Excadrill is going to play a huge role in getting up Stealth Rocks to punish. Stealth Rocks are toxicating that Lando, which is going to open up Tyranitar when I Dragon Dance. And potentially EQing down the Ferrothorn to where it feels comfortable staying in on my Tyranitar, and I Fire Punch, surprise it. Then that opens up Grassy Glide. So phase 1 of this, considering his biggest threat to me is Weavile, is definitely going to be Pult, which sounds counterintuitive, but Weavile knows it can't KO Pult in one go. So this could be Scarf, but if it's Scarf, then it'll stay in a knockoff, which won't KO, and I get the burn on it. If not, it U-turns out, potentially in a Finny, which gives me rocks as it shows the knockoff, and I get a disable. Hopefully we connect this Will-O-Wisp. Very important Wisp to connect there, so that's huge because this allows for me to go for Reflect. He struggles. Okay. So as I said, Drill is gonna come up big, especially because he went Lando. Not a threat to me. Lando makes sense because he should just be U-turning out into Ferrothorn. Is there a better position I could hold? I'll just Toxic. He can go to Ferrothorn. It's fine. I'll just go hard Ninetales. The Earthquake damage might have been better, but what I don't want is for him to mid-ground into something like Galarian Zap or something. But Ferrothorn just makes the most sense. I'm intimidated, and you're expecting me to go for maybe Iron Head. But the fact that I stayed and probably threw him off, he's like, oh, but you're burnt and Reflect is up. You don't have a lot of leverage, especially if my Rillaboom came in. I know you don't want that. So Tyranitar is definitely something I want weekend, but my Pult is so low on health. Let's see data. Okay, just checking to see if I timed out. Now, as I said, the goal here is to lure out. Maybe that won't work. I have to figure out another way. See, it goes to Zapdos. That's what I didn't want. So I didn't. That again, that's not. Toxic wasn't my best play there in the sense of me trying to catch Ferrothorn. But based on the worst case scenario for me, it would have been Zapdos coming in. And he does send it in, which is odd. And I can't go Pult. Actually, I survive. But this is fine, as I get the free switch into Ninetales. I survive, yeah. Ooh, that clutch 1%. And I get to set up another screen here if it is not smooth rock tower, which I don't see why it would be. So let's get this reflect back up. Yeah. Okay, we don't want to get knocked off here, obviously. Man, Ninetales is so good. Extra drill is also very good, but he doesn't want to be burned. And we'd assume I just Will-O-Wisp your Weavile. Doesn't make any sense to let this get burned. So he should Ice Shard here. But if he doesn't, okay, goes doubles to Driller. Okay. I mean doubles to Finny. Which isn't bad. If he had Defog, would this be it? Most certainly. Question, is it Scald or is it yeah, it is Scald, which is why I didn't want to go hard Rillaboom. Okay, so that Finny damage is going to be important for my Hawlucha, because Hawlucha wins. I'll take one more. Now I'll go to Tails on you. And so Tyranitar should come out. Nice. Question is what the... So that would invite my Driller again, right? Should go Lando. Yeah. And the way I've been playing my Drill, I don't think he feels comfortable. He actually does U-turn. I didn't expect that. I was gonna say he doesn't feel comfortable, but it's pretty low risk. He can just go back to Ferrothorn. He hasn't been trying to do so far, so he gets the first kill as it's heavy duty boots as expected. 62%. Low kick is a probability. Weavile is still a looming threat, so let's not forget that. Knockoff probably kills Ninetales. Ninetales is so frail. Weavile isn't the strongest thing in the world itself, but certainly knock off. And a lot of them have been carrying low kick as of late, so I want to be wary of that. So that damage on my Drill ends up playing a role here. My Ninetales. Okay, knock out this 53 to 63. See what I mean? It's actually not that strong. Pretty low shot to knock me out. I'd aim to bait him into taking that low chance. What? Is he adamant or did he just get maxed? Oh, that was no attack investment. I'm on my ass. It's a guaranteed KO. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Still the same plan. You know, get this shit going with. If he commits to that, the Weavile. So right now, Rillaboom can sweep, right? If I go Lucha, do I get a kill? Probably don't kill Max Finny. Hawlucha. Because the ideal situation would be to bait in. Well, I guess what I'll do is go to Tar. This is funny. I can potentially bait out his Ferrothorn, but it also may bait out his Zapdos, right? And so the question is, do you let me just set up? Which I think that's what he's gonna do. Well, yeah, actually this didn't make much sense because I forgot about the Zapdos. And I didn't factor in the fact that he might just stay in here in close combat again, which would do a sizable amount to where Weavile might knock me out. adamant. I need to learn my roles. Yeah, okay. Question is, does Finny take 39 from this? I doubt it. I guess it could also come down to whether or not the so Ferrothorn, if I go to Ferrothorn and SD here, means Weavile comes in. If I go to Tyranitar and Fire Punch, he won't die. I'm a close combat here. Yes, he leaves it in. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's a big deal. It's a huge, huge deal. Shouldn't go if anybody does. Should Scald into, because Rillaboom is within range of Scald. Give me the boost, not KO him. I think it'll come down to whether or not the well, depends on what the Weavile has. He defogged though. Did not see that coming. Okay. So that means he's comfortable sacking Ferrothorn now then. Alright. So our acrobatics here, it'll come down to how much health I get back. Does the Weavile have low kick, right? I don't think Ice Shard kills Rillaboom from 50-something%. We're about to find out. Triple Axle. Oh, that's game. Yeah, that's game. That was a sloppier game than I'd like. So acrobatics does 36. Again, I don't know the role, and it also come down to if he even had. If he didn't have low kick, then he couldn't win. My T-Tar would have won. Yeah, on Ford indeed, bro. I'm curious about that calc though. Weavile, not choice band. Because when they're heavy duty boots, they tend to run Swords Dance. When they're Swords Dance, he has knockout triple axle, and I'm sure he has Ice Shard. But he might not have had Ice Shard. And if he didn't have Ice Shard, then he couldn't win. Because Rillaboom won. So Rillaboom has a lot of defense. And Weavile is pretty weak. Ice Shard does 39. Yeah, he lost. He lost once Ferrothorn died. Ice Shard never kills. Yeah. Wow. What crazy games. We're gonna grab one last crazy game. I hope y'all are enjoying. If you're enjoying the live, hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. Okay. So 1852. The teams are getting mad creative. I love it. To go a new number away. He has a pretty bulky team. He has a lot of lucha stops. I don't really have a straight up win con in this. My win con is actually hoping he doesn't have Heal Bell, and my defensive extra drill is the biggest threat to his team. You're gonna see why. Defensive drills, bluffs, and toxics. Have fun, bro. It's gonna be a fun one. Stay tuned. So watch how I'm gonna have to maneuver this one. Like little stuff like knockoffs, stealth rocks, toxics. If he has Heal Bell on anything, then kind of thwarts all that, and probably lose. So phase 1 would be me staring down a Zero most likely. That's fine. Rillaboom convert. This is ladder. And so I'm very tempted to just hammer this clef. There's very little downside to this. But I guess me pivoting into my drill is better. Their switch-ins would be... yeah, he should never stay in there. So he makes the intelligent decision. Now the question is how I want to take advantage of this. I have a plethora of options. I have Driller. I have Pult to scare it out. I could go Tyranitar. Tyranitar would bait in Melmetal, which once it gets in, just absolutely obliterates me. So phase one of the process, that's what I'm gonna call this, the process, is it's not even rocks, but I don't want Melmetal coming in. Slowbro does come in, which I expected at some point. It's a really big one to hit. Awesome. Future Sight, teleports, excellent. So again, it comes down to whether or not this thing has Heal Bell. Pult's pretty free here. It covers for not exactly. This could get dicey, but it does CC. That made me look like a Don, but so now it's actually to my benefit to have, again, like these type of weird teams, like something is just screaming Heal Bell behind the scenes. It'd be important to remove his Dragonite's item while I have rocks. So Will-O-Wisp first. That way we can attack the clef repeatedly, in theory. So he has CC on that Como, so it's offensive. It's hard for him to get any leverage. Oh, he has knock on this. That's not fun. He doesn't know my moveset. So I could have Iron Head. He softball makes a lot of sense, or the switch to Slowbro. This is great. Allows for me to knock. Pretty obvious Dragonite switch. Pretty obvious not wood hammering here, but one of these boots just doesn't matter too much. If that's banded, I'm glad I knocked it off. Leftovers, I'm glad to knock off too, because this is a problem. I'm going to drill as if it's a counter, but oh wow, I took a lot more from that than I expected to. So it's a bad decision. This right here, horrible decision. Should just bash again because he has the leverage. I was supposed to go to Ninetales first. Actually, that was a huge lapse in judgment. So I let his Melmetal get a lot more health than it should, but Hawlucha might be able to do this damn thing. Fucking Melmetal though. Every time it comes in, it punishes. Which is why I wanted the clef to be burned, so he wouldn't switch into hexes as well. What would I need to do to get him to? So I'm gonna pivot to Rillaboom here because I know Dragonites come in. The reason I have Rillaboom on Dragonite is Dragonite 9 times out of 10 won't be threatened. Right, that's a really bad Ice Beam play. Nias to Roost just puts me in position where Tyranitar breaks the scale, which he doesn't want, and there's no grassy terrain up. Now in a normal circumstance, this Dragonite would be fearing Tar, and I'd have the leverage. I'm Stone Edging hard. Oh, he sleaze it in. What did he go for? I didn't want my policy activated yet, but the knight is dead. Okay, whatever. D-Knight's dead, which means Rillaboom is freed up. I had to trade a little bit of damage for it, but I think because of how problematic my T-Tar is right now, I don't think he's in a position to even play around boosting and shit. But he Earthquakes and he's Life Orb. Okay, that's good info. Damn, he used my screens. That means I should Ice Punch, and Stone Edge actually does the same. So D-Knight just never died there. Reflect light screen. Clef is coming in here. Shit gets real interesting right here. So I'll reflect here. The ice punches fucking freezes me. That is huge, depending on what he does here. Because now I'm at his mercy, because he can. I don't know what his other move is. It might be Dragon Dance, and if it's Dragon Dance, that means that Swords Dance. Okay, it's not as bad. That's super frustrating, man. That is super frustrating. But you know, grass resist going down, so whatever. But I really needed that damage with Pult. I outplayed him. There, man. Shit. Because if you look at his team at Ninetales, he can't beat Ninetales. But the Pult Hex would have scared this thing out. So Ninetales would be versus Clef, rather than me trying to bring Hawlucha versus Como with Grassy Seed still intact. You know, which means I have to use up my Grassy Seed, which means that the Zero Aura will be fat, but I'm probably not going to sweep in that manner anyway. Oh well, yeah, just gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I'll sack Drill here as he ice punches. He actually leaves the Como in. I disagree with that. He had a full health Clef with Grass Terrain up and a Slowbro. He literally just gifted me Como for no reason. The next best gift he could give me is going to Melmetal here, because that's his Rillaboom check. Yeah, that Pult play, like, huge, like, super pivotal. Like, he didn't have he didn't know what my other moves were, so he'd have to switch out the Como at some point. So now Slowbro is in, makes sense. Future Sight / Scald could come out. Could I get a kill out of this? He's on a Future Sight here as I go to, or if I SD, now Acrobatics. Next turn he'd Scald, and I'm gonna die the next turn. And he has to pick something to die as I pick something to go to. Or I pick a move to go to. I could kill Clef. How am I even gonna win this with the Zero Aura? I'd need for him to choke. My Swords Dance here. Yeah, Future Sights. And so Acro, he Scalds. He has Ice Beam. Scald, that's even better because now I can't get burned. Now this is what I meant. Does he give me Slowbro? Does he crazily go to Melmetal? Could also go to T-Tar here. Which is actually probably the best mid round. Especially if he leaves this in. Teleports, damn. Didn't expect teleport. I don't know why I didn't remember teleport there. I guess that matters. I was gonna say it depends on whether or not that matters. I goes Clef, which is really good for me. Knockoff, Stone Edge. So I don't know if I can win this anymore. Blast. Hopefully no fucking drops me. It's frustrating, but hey. You still rock though. Okay. He leaves it in. Why? Why? What? That wasn't supposed to KO me. But yeah, that's the end of the road for us, guys. Cause we glide KO, but he goes to Melmetal and gets a kill. We sack T-Tar. I don't think even if I killed his... If I double the Melmetal here and if I double the Rillaboom here and attack, does that matter? Guess I bank on a choke. Oh, what? What the fuck is he thinking? I have a shot now. No, I don't have enough terrain turns. No. Oh, he has protect. Yeah, I definitely don't. If I had enough terrain turns left, I actually won. Cause now Zero. But yeah, good game. Yeah, that freeze on Pult had me sack my entire team. So the Clef would never have done anything in the long run, or I wouldn't have to risk or speed the game up in such a manner to where I had to activate my berry and I had to, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so, what was I saying there? Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Pert, your team did decent. Just keep working on it, keep using the team building videos. And thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.